Stream apa?
Stream Minecraft. Stream YouTube. Aku lah.
Tak.
Cuba tengok. Kau lajukan ke depan. Kamera aku macam pelik. Ada tak?
Minecraft TV. Sabar tengah tengok.
Tengah live. Dia macam tak smooth.
Kamera kau ni okey.
Tak, dia macam tak smooth lah. Ya, stream aku lag tak?
Tak. Oh, pening gila bila aku tengok stream kau dengan ni. Aku dengar benda sama. Dah aku main lah.
Okay, main. Sekejap, aku nak tengok cepat. Aku dah accept kau punya kan?
Sekejap. Ya. Stream kau dengan ni. Aku dengar. Kenapa aku dengar lagi?
Ya,
Tutup.
Aku kat dekat phone aku.
Oh, agak tu. Tolonglah tu.
Kenapa boleh fault? Tak saya pelik dah kamera aku.
Okay, so this title is not clickbait. I generally don't like to do that, nor am I going to beat around the base to the left whenever you take damage. This is actually not normal, and is the result of a bug long since forgotten. Many people I spoke to and showed this off to had no idea it's supposed to work this way, that this was a real feature of Minecraft. But for those who have been playing Minecraft for a really, really long time, may actually remember this working at one point. But there we go, we fixed.
I want you to. The problem that I was experiencing involved me not only having a dramatically lower frame rate than I should have been getting, but another issue that completely.
Kau main dulu.
Nak.
Sekejap, tengah masalah.
Why would this, of all things, cause the problems that I previously described? Because I swapped out a pair of old 3TB storage hard drives that I store my videos on for a pair of 10TB storage hard drives. But again, everything else remained exactly the same. Why would this, of all things, cause the problems that I previously described? Well, it's time to tackle this issue. So let's break this issue down. Bad frame rate and mouse acceleration issues. Why? Well, there's two schools of thought that I was focused on first that will focus on first. One, are there any settings within Windows that would cause this problem? And two, what programs are open that might be causing this problem as well? Well, first off, there is an option for mouse acceleration within Windows, but I already had that option turned off. If you game on a Windows computer, make sure that you turn this option off too. So next, what programs are open that might be causing this issue? I'm going to keep this bit short and sweet, but after hours and even days of research, I ultimately thought I had pinned the problem down to at least one of two different programs. The first was my keyboard sliding software, iCue. I don't need that program, so I disabled it. And while that did help with some of my frame stutter issues, specifically an issue where Minecraft sort of skipped a beat once every second, the larger issue was still there. So next, OBS, or Open Broadcast Software. Diagnosing the potential issues here, though, was much more difficult. I use open broadcast software to live stream everything that I stream, and it's an absolute monster of a program. It does everything. It streams my gameplay, records my gameplay locally, allows me to display alerts for things like donations and subscriptions, and everything in between. I need this program. No other streaming software comes even remotely close in my book, and yes, I know what other options are out there. Because my instance of OBS is jam-packed, albeit in an incredibly organized fashion, with plugins, scenes, capture sources, and everything else, how do we even know if OBS or some part of OBS is the problem here? Easy. Run an instance of OBS with absolutely nothing loaded and see if Minecraft still lags. And it does, pretty much just as much. And because Minecraft largely does not lag with OBS closed, that seemed like a pretty open and shut case, right? OBS is clearly the problem. Well, for months, I thought that too, and accepted it. At least up until about a week ago. On November 16th, I took part in an event simply called Minecraft Saturdays. It's a team-based event where a bunch of two-player teams go head-to-head in a series of mini-games to see who ultimately comes out on top after 9 games. I was paired with fellow SMP Live member Sneegsnag, and I really wanted to give it my all. The event required that we use the Bad Lion client to play the game. Not a problem, but we were also playing in Minecraft version 1.8.9. Again, not a problem, but the moment I fired up the game with the OBS software closed, I noticed a lot of problems were happening. Remember the mouse acceleration issue that I mentioned previously? Hitting this Mondays, and he even had videos of the problem. Every mouse, being a gaming mouse, 15 devices plugged into my computer run into some issues at 250 hertz. But as soon as I made that change, all of my problems disappeared. Minecraft lagging with OBS open, gone. Mostly all of my frame rate issues, and all it's doing. My mouse, being a gaming mouse, has a very high default pulling rate of 1000 hertz, which means it's telling the system what it's doing 1000 times per second. And apparently, this is way too high for Minecraft. Maybe not too high for everyone, but for me, where I have over 15 devices plugged into my computer, yeah, apparently it's just too much. Thankfully, within my mouse's software, I can lower the polling rate of the mouse all the way down to 125 hertz. And yes, I still do run into some issues at 250 hertz. But as soon as I made that change, all of my problems disappeared. Minecraft lagging with OBS open, gone. Mostly all of my frame.
Aku ada masalah. Kenapa ni?
Tak ada apa-apa. Kau dah ke belum?
Sekejap. Masa aku tengok masalah. Please work.